Hello, hello, hello. Um, Welcome to my channel, Brown in AI. My name is Jackie Brown, just like the movie. I am so happy that you have joined me today. I am very excited about what we're going to do today. There's been some really cool things happening with Chat GPT, and I am really excited to kind of try different things. Um, And there's one new thing they have released within the last few days that is super important to me, that I've been hoping I could find for a long time, or they would come out with for a while. I'm excited that it's finally here, and that's what our tutorial is going to be about. So before we get to that, but welcome to my channel. This is Brown in AI. This is where a novice um, learns how to use various AI applications, various AI tools. You learn AI animation and just different things that an AI nerd like myself we want to learn, and the information that is out there that's available. Um, Kind of gleaming from other content creators, gleaming from various certificates and classes that are out there. But this channel is for anyone that really wants to learn AI and has no coding experience whatsoever. Um, and um, for small business owners that want to learn the capabilities of AI and how to use it in their business, or at least know what tools are out there so that they can have a professional or someone that's trained to do it, implement into their systems, uh, just to become more efficient and productive. Okay. Um, and it's so. um, Okay, so first we'll go to ChatGPT because um honestly, I've been thinking about um when this model or this type of model for ChatGPT, I was really wondering when it was going to be released. Because I have been looking at different automators uh um um and different other content creators, and I've been oh, wanting to build um Jarvis, my own version of Jarvis. And so that is a little side project that I will eventually kind of show you guys. But going back to the original issue, which is the privacy issues. And so and it was like, how much access do I want to give it? Um what am I willing for it to do? And then I think probably about a couple months ago, ChatGPT um, um, put in the update to where it would start to remember your history. So now, like if you look at my screen right now, so now it's saying my name, Hey Jacqueline, because I have used it on so many different projects that my name and giving it my information. So now it kind of has like a reference um to kind of search through, and so it's kind of a little bit more customized to me, but giving it access to everything, and just all the information, all the little nicks and crannies, the little details that you have about your business or about your personal life, you really don't want to share on the uh the public version. And so that has been an issue. And so if you are a business owner and you do not want to share your information, you no longer have to. You no longer have to share your information with ChatGPT because we do live in the United States and we I learned a long time ago working for doing marketing for a cybersecurity institute that your computer can your technology can be used against you as great as it can contribute to your life, it can be used against you. And so I have been very weary of, what I release and what I put out there. And so this is just one of those extra things that I've been waiting for that I'm so excited that they now have. So the local language model is called GPT-OSS. Okay. So oh, I so put that that grammar is not correct. But I just kind of asked Chat GPT to tell me about GPT OSS. So, short for GPT Open Source Series marks OpenAI's first open weight model release since GPT 2 in 2019. I didn't mess with that. I don't even know if I was that into AI at that point. And I've never tried to use the model. Okay, so both um, so there are two different versions. There is the GPT-OS 20B, and then there's the GPT-OS 120B. And so from what I have heard, the 20B, it doesn't require as much memory, and it doesn't move as fast, but you can kind of put it on the laptop to where you don't have to put it on like a stronger computer or like a gaming computer. My son builds gaming computers, so I'm going to try it on one of his. He doesn't really know yet, but I'm gonna try it on one of his spare computers to kind of see how well it works, and because it has that memory and it has the RAM and everything to handle um a larger model. But today we're just going to install the GPT OSS 20B, okay? Because I'm installing this on my laptop. Okay, so like the 20B can run on consumer hardware like a laptop, a PC, or just a 16 gigabyte of RAM. Okay, so it's a smaller model. Um, it's a smaller model, and then the 120B performs on par with Chat GPT O4 Mini, but requires a beefier setup such as a 80 gigabyte GPU. So that's why I want to use my son's gaming computer, because it would, be able to handle that versus my laptop, which is just a Microsoft laptop. Okay. Released under Apache 2.0 license, meaning you are free to download, modify, fine tune, and deploy these models, including commercial use with a minimum legal constraints. Okay, so that's the cool part. So that we can play with it, we can fine tune it, we can tweak it, we can try different things on it. And you know, we'll have it locally on our computer. So if you're thinking like, okay, I'm a business owner. Now, how would this help me? Oh, when you start to when you download this, if you're trying to take care of invoices or you're trying to email or if you're trying to do anything to where you really need insight or if you have trade secrets or anything like that, you can pretty much use this system. And my goal is to be able to use this with automation to uh, access various parts of my computer and assist me with different tasks that I have to do on a regular basis, even for it's like cleaning up the memory or storage. Um, probably like every now and then deleting duplicate pictures or files, and just kind of helping me with the maintenance of my computer, which is a big deal because most small business are not IT people. Most small business owners are not IT people. And even if, in those things, you kind of put a lot of information on your computer. And we can kind of wear them out just by all the different tasks, the apps, and the different things that we download into our systems. And so I want to kind of when I'm starting to fine tune, which we'll probably do quite a few videos of me fine tuning. So when I'm fine tuning uh my chat GPT local source, I wanted to kind of assist me in cleaning up my computer, cleaning up various things, and accessing different things without me even telling it. That's the goal. Okay. So, and do it on a regular basis. So I'm hoping that I can kind of like set it, and then forget it, to where I don't have to use NAN or Make to do it. Hopefully, with some of the automations that are on here, and then things that we can do later on. Hopefully, it'll get to where we could just go to check. I could just access my local source, and it just works out. Okay, so the performance, the 120B matches or surpasses OpenAI O4 Mini on benchmarks like coding, math, reasoning, and health related tasks. Um, and then the GPT-OSS 20B delivers capabilities similar to O3 Mini, despite its lighter footprint. So it's smaller, but it kind of stays, you know, within that model and the reach it had. These models are designed for agentic workflows. They support instruction following, chain of thought, reasoning, tool integration for its web search, Pantheon execution, and then allow adjustable reasoning depth. Okay, and so they're available across multiple platforms. Okay, so this is the new, probably non-technical side of this for me. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Hugging Face, um, and Olama. So I'm going to use the Olama version, um, to download, because I heard that Hugging Face is more technical. And like I said, this is not um a technical channel. This is for the novice. This is for the learner, the person that really doesn't know anything about coding or anything like that, that want to do some really cool things with AI. And so we are going to stay away from the Hugging Face. Maybe one day we'll come back up to it, but right now, it's on Azure. I would love to kind of see how that would work, or AWS, for as the Amazon version. Um, but from what I understand, Olama is free, and we're going to try it there. And most of the content creators I've seen online, the more techie guys, are kind of using those. So using that version. So that's what we're going to try. So let me take you to. So I just simply, well, I did ask Chat GPT. Hold on. Well, okay. So this is why it was good for small business owners. We can cover that real quick, and then I'll go. And this is exactly why I am in love with this model. Why this matters for small business owners. Okay. So if you want to know why I'm doing this video, if you want to know why I um think this is such a great model, If you want to know why, I think you need to find someone to install this on your computer if you're not going to go through the task and do it yourself. Or if later down the line you don't want to fine tune it to customize it to your business or whatever, and you should go and hire somebody, is because of these reasons. Okay, so first and foremost, stay local, stay private. This model runs in-house. It runs on your own laptop or your own server, okay? So it is all on your computer. It's all right here. It's all right here. So without sending sensitive data to third-party APIs, okay, it's ideal for businesses needing tight privacy, like law firms, clinics, bookkeeping services, accounting services, um, health, anything to where you have sensitive information, you have a lot of user data, that you want to use your AI to kind of assist you in to become more efficient, to become more productive, but you can't use it. You can't use Chat GPT previously because it was it wasn't local, okay? And so it could be accessed by a third party. So now you can have it downloaded and you can do just as much, well, very similar depending on how big your server is. You can do just as much as the previous model. Oh, well, last one was 4.5. So okay, about two models back is where you'll be at, which is a really good model, which a lot of people use. The four, the '04 version, a lot of people use. It was a really great version to automate off of. So it was a really good version, and so you're using something on your local server that is comparable to that. Okay. Um. Okay. So cost effective automation. Automate tasks like drafting emails, generating product descriptions, automating frequently asked questions, or creating simple chat assistants without incurring API usage costs. Um, and these things can get taxing. I mean, even I run out of, like I said, this is the free version that I'm on. So I run out of tokens, tasks every time, every time, every time. So this keeps it cheaper, especially if you are using um the pay version. This keeps it a lot cheaper. You can do more. Okay. On demand intelligent assistance. Use GPT-OSS 20B for quick responses, or GPT-OSS 120B when complex complex reasoning or a deep chain of thought is needed, like financial projections or coding helpers. There you go. Customize workflows. Fine tune the model using your internal data to better reflect your brand's tone. This is the other key thing. So you can start to customize it. You can have your model customized to help you create your brand. I kind of keep the same tone as you're putting out more information. Your product category, catalog, or industry terms. Industry terms is a big deal. I I've been in custom brokerage, and terms, oh my god, is and acronyms and different things like that. You can start to like hold more education on your local server. Um, you can also integrate them into existing tools like Excel, CRM, website backends. Then the flexible deployment option. Whether you want to host locally in the cloud or via services like AWS, Azure, or IBM, pardon me, you can do it It gives you control to deploy in an environment that suits you, that suits your budget and infrastructure. So this is so cool. Okay, so that just kind of goes a little bit more into it. I did ask ChatGPT to show me how to install it. Oh, hold on, that's a little bit. I wanted to be able to access and read through my email, so that's a little bit of what that's about. So that's one of my first projects that I want to do. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is the recommended fastest, easiest Olama, best for non-developers. And what are we? We're non-developers. We are novice. So this is ChatGPT is suggesting that this is the best version, is the Olama version. So we are going to get started. Oh, what I did, I just looked up the let me pull you to my other screen. I just looked up OpenAI OSS model on Google. Okay. And there it is. So we're just gonna go from Google. So if you don't know how to find it, and it takes you here. Okay, and so let's let that load up. Okay, so this is more information about ChatGPT, just kind of stating some of the things that I've already said, and a little bit more technical information on how it compares to other OpenAI models, and then also, okay, so the first instruction is to check your hardware to make sure that you do have the to make sure that you can download it. So I'm going to put the GPT-OSS 20B on my computer. Okay. I checked it this morning. Um, to make sure I had the space. I even cleared up some storage so I could use it. Okay, so easiest, download the installer from Olama site GUI or run the installer script in a terminal. So we're going to, or use the download installer for Windows. Okay. So we're going to do this together. So I need to download Llama. Other ones. Okay, you guys, if I have to, I will stop this and go in. I wonder if it's because I'm not logged in. Maybe download. Oh, where you go? Okay, hello. Maybe I need to log in. I want you. Okay, so welcome back. So I had to download Olama onto my uh, laptop. So it took some time and for me to get to it and for it to actually install. So now I'm done with that and I want to show you what it looks like. This is the website that you have to go to download it. It's Olama, OLLAMA.com down DOWNLOAD. And then you can choose which system you have. Um, I have Windows, so I have installed the Windows version, and now it is now downloaded onto my computer. So let me show you Olama. Um, okay, so this is Olama. And as you can see, it has it right here. It has it right here. It tells you the different versions that it has. That you can use. Like I said before, DeepSeek had a version of this, the open weighted AI that you can use locally. But um, like I said, I'm very familiar with ChatGPT. I have I really kind of like it. I know that some people don't like it. Some people think that it's not the best version. But it's just what I'm used to. Um, and then like I said, it is kind of like the standard, the brand, it's like the Coca-Cola of of AI. You can have a Coke and then you can have a soda, that type of stuff. Um, so you can choose. Now I'm not sure if I have 80 gigabytes of memory on my computer, so we won't be using that. But we're gonna ask ChatGPT. Um, I want to test for the last little bit of this video. I want to test ChatGPT 5, the new version that just came out. We'll try ChatGPT 5. I'll see if I can go back into one of the older versions too. And we're going to ask us the same questions that we're about to ask Olama with the GPT-OSS 20 B version. And like I said, this is we shouldn't really see too much of a difference in the responses. Uh, Something that people like trying. I've seen this question pop up a lot. How many R's are in the word strawberry? So that's something that people ask. I'm not quite sure how. I have to go into learning what benchmarks are. So and see. But okay, so now it's downloading this version onto um Olama, and then it will give me a response. So we're going to let that work because it looks like it's going to take a little bit. So it's 12.8 gigabytes. So everybody know. Um, we're going to let that marinate. Oh, it's not moving that slow. Yeah, see. Um, let's let that sit, and then we're going to try. We're going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT. should I start a new chat? No, I'm gonna keep it a regular chat. Okay, so because most of this information is talking about Olama and then Chat GPT updates. Okay, so I would like a benchmark question to try on. Uh, okay, so we're asking Chat GPT, and this is Chat GPT 5. Because this is the newest version. So we're going to ask for a benchmark question to kind of see the difference in the responses. I'm not expecting too much, but I would like to kind of test the hallucinations and then kind of see how fast it works. When we have them all set up. Okay. Got it. You want a benchmark style question that you can run on the various versions so you can compare output quality. Yes. Okay, so let's see their benchmark question. Okay. You are advising a small business coffee shop that wants to increase its daily revenue by 30% in 3 months. Oh, good. I agree with that. Given a budget of 5,000, outline a step-by-step marketing and operations plan. Your response should include at least one low-cost digital strategy, one in-store improvement, and a method for tracking progress. Keep the total reading time under 2 minutes. Ooh, that's quite a bit of information to put into an answer. uh that you could read that would only take 2 minutes to read. Okay, why this works for benchmarking. Reasoning tests. The model must calculate constraints, which is the budget, the time, and the growth target. Creativity test requires marketing ideas that aren't generic. Um, Practicality test needs realistic, actionable steps. Uh, Consciousness test must fit in a short, easy to read plan. I like that. Okay, and then we might even go on and ask it for the. We're gonna get those other two prompts. Let's get those. Let's try those two. Okay, let me check on Olama. Olama is going to take a little minute, so we might have to take a break again. You don't really take a break. I'll take a break and it just cuts to it'll just be another second in your in the video, but Let me take a break. Okay, so benchmark prompt 2. Technical reasoning and problem solving. Test step-by-step logic, math, accuracy, and clarity. Okay, a factory provides 1,200 units per week. Each unit costs $4 to make and sells for $7. Fixed weekly costs 2,500. The owner wants to increase profits by 20% without increasing unit price. Suggest 3 operational changes that could achieve this goal. Include all necessary calculations to justify your answer. I'm liking the questions, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact of me training this version of ChatGPT on my mindset, on things that I need for what my mission and my purpose is. And so I think that's why I'm trying to keep it more towards one, creativity, and then also towards helping a small business owner come to a solution. Okay, so the benchmark prompt 3, creativity, writing, and style. Test narrative voice, emotional appeal, and imagination. Okay, so the prompt, write a 150-word story that begins with the sentence, the last train had already left, but Maya knew she had to reach the city before midnight. The story should create suspense, introduce one twist, and end on a hopeful note. I like that. That's a very interesting question, prompt to ask. So I want to see it. How to run your tests for clean comparison. Okay. Paste each prompt exactly as written into the different models. Collect the outputs without editing them. Compare them for accuracy, which will be facts, math, and realism. Clarity, which is the structure, formatting, and readability. Creativity, fresh ideas, engaging tone, and relevance. Meet every requirement in the prompt. Okay, no, we won't do the comparison, but I'm going to start a new chat in Chat GPT. Oh, I was not taking you on the scene. Oh, yeah, I was. Okay, you can't see it. Okay. So I'm going to new chat. I'm gonna start a new chat so we can compare it completely with no fuss. Llama is we're at 2.8 gigabytes of the 12.8 gigabytes, so it still has 10 gigabytes. So I think I'm going to pause this, let this uh, let it load completely, and then we will come back and ask our question. But I want to go here. I don't know why this question is a benchmark, but we'll see. Okay. How many are in the word word strawberry? Okay, so like I said, I'm not quite sure why this is a a big benchmark question, but this is the way it responds. Okay, so um I think this is kind of funny because I've seen other people do this same question, and I haven't seen it like list out each letter. This is so funny. So S, no R so far. T0R1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen it respond that way. I've seen it just give this answer at the bottom. There are 3 R's in strawberry, okay? But I've never really kinda seen it give that, like, breakdown, and let's count carefully letter by letter. I think that is so funny. So extremely funny to me. Um so I'm actually gonna like it. And but what I have kind of trained my train chat GPT is like I most of the time that when it gives me a response, I want details. I want you to break it down. No, it's not spelling the word strawberry or going into something like that. But on most of my things like trying to do marketing plans or operational tasks, asking it just various questions, I usually want a breakdown. I want bullet by bullet breakdown, a summary or why, what was your reasoning? What do you think? What are other options? List all the options, So that's usually how I've kind of trained um Chat GPT to work for me. So um it's really exciting when you see how it responds to you versus how it responds to other people. And that is, like I said, that is why I'm so excited about being able to download this version of ChatGPT on my system because I can personalize this even more. And I've been wanting to. I've seen other content creators. Well, they've been kind of. Well, I knew I wanted to build a AI personal assistant through automation like NAN or Make.com or Zapier. Um, and then I've seen people make like all the way up to like a Jarvis version of it, with the Jarvis voice and everything, and kind of try to give it its personality. They're like, that kind of sarcastic Jarvis that Tony Stark always dealt with on Iron Man videos or comic books. So I've wanted to build one, and I really wanted to kind of like test its capabilities, but it was like always like this scariness about the privacy issue. So now that that is no longer a big deal because I'm downloading it locally, I am going to try so many different things. My goal is to make my um, eventually I will start to work on this on a desktop, um, but I want to make my server so involved in my everyday life, Uh, and in my business and help me with my business almost on an intimate, not intimate, but a very personal level, detail where it's intertwined into it. So that is what I want to build. So this really helps. Okay, let me check one more time. Okay, so we are on. I think we have gotten to 1% downloaded. So we're going to stop this recording for right now. And we are going to come back. We're going to come back to this. Um, and then we'll ask the strawberry question and see what kind of response it gives me on the OSS version. And then I'll see if I can pull up Chat GPT um, for, let me see how I can archive for it. No. Well, and I'll try to figure out how to get um back to a previous version so we can try that. So we'll test it on 5. Okay, we're back. And now, yeah, we're back again. One thing about downloading stuff, it takes some time. Okay, so I'm going to go to Olama. You see that she's working. I guess it's a girl. We're just gonna say it's a girl. I would think it's a girl. See, we have our dots. So it is working on our question, on our prompt that we entered, how many R's are in the word strawberry. So let's see the response it gives us versus the Chat GPT-5 version. Um, let's see if it's closer to what I've seen online or if it's like the one it gave me. Oh, so we're waiting and anticipating. Ba-da-da. Um, so there's a turbo version of this, but I don't know if I have the memory or I'm not sure what I would need to use the turbo version. I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's something that we can do. And then this one says toggle for web search because one thing about this is locally. So it's not connected to it doesn't access the internet unless you want it to access the internet. It should just access your database, your server information on your computer. So if you don't give it that permission, it won't go and try to look for those answers. Um, but we're going to work on that. So so this will what else do we have? Oh, okay. So you can start a new chat. Oh, okay. Or if you want to start chat that way, I want to stay there with my current question. And it's thinking. I just pinned Olama to my desktop so that I can access it easily. And we are waiting. It's quite. I don't know if it's because it just downloaded. Um, but we're waiting on that. Well, oh, I bet I will love alone. Ah, we've love alone. We you're still. Leave alone alone. Okay, let me. Oh, oh, that sucks. Okay, so it's saying that 4.5 is no longer available. Everything has been replaced by ChatGPT. So we only have the answer about the strawberries from ChatGPT 5 that we can compare with Olama. Grandmother's house. Yeah, so we only have the results from ChatGPT 5. So let me go back to that. Give me 1 second. As you, like I just asked it about doing a different version, and this is what let's see it. So we do it remotely, but basically, and so we are checking benchmarks off of those two. We want to do the OSS 20. And we are back. Okay, so for all the breaks in this one, oh my God, very frustrating. But I had to show you the results because I finally got Olama to give me an answer. to my strawberry question. Okay. Sorry about that noise. You know. So and we're back one more time. Hopefully. Um, I'm gonna just tack this on to the original video because this is hilarious. I thought it was so funny, so I wanted to bring this up. Okay, so we've been waiting on the answer to the question, how many R's in the word strawberry? Okay, so once again, it's still saying two. It's still saying two, and this time it took 80.4 seconds to come up with that answer. You guys, this is so hilarious to me. Okay, so I've deleted some more things off of my storage. Like, see, it didn't even finish the whole thought here. Okay, so we're going to see if we oh hold on, maybe if I do quotation. Although, I mean, I've seen this. Oh, okay. So I have to sign in for if I want to access Google. But that still shouldn't be why it gave me a incorrect answer. You know what I'm saying? So we're back to the dots of doom. I'm going to switch. Oh, that's so funny. So funny that they would give that answer. Um, just so funny to me. So we're waiting on ChatGPT to pull back up. Yeah, I'm telling you that my computer is so slow right now. Um, I'm gonna have my son look at it. Mm, okay. So we're going to okay, so today is a new day. Today is a new day. Um, from the previous, I think that was like yesterday that I downloaded, or the day before that I downloaded GPT-OSS onto my laptop. Okay. And so it was a full-fledged adventure, you guys. It was so much fun. Um, and it was so much fun. Okay, hold on.